Hi everyone, Renee here, back inside with the D24, and I had the chance to put a couple rods in the ground with the phenomenal new ARE system, auto rod exchange, and it was so smooth and so easy and so intuitive. I really do think this is going to be the kind of feature that operators are going to be asking for, because I think it really frees you up mentally to focus on whatever else is going on a job site. So you don't have to think so much about your pipe cycle. So absolutely loved it. It was a great experience. And now I'm back inside, just walking around the drill that's inside here. A bit of alone time on the drill. You can see everybody is gone. They're outside still demoing the equipment. And so I wanted to talk about a couple of things that Vermeer has done with this that are also worth highlighting. The hood is up on this one for the purpose of the indoor demo, but you can see to take a look at it. Has a beautiful looking profile, very aggressive, and I really like how they kept it nice and clean. So just D24, I had been saying previously Gen 4, but it really is just simply the next generation of drill. They don't have a G4 or a Gen 4 sign or tag anywhere. It's just very clean, D24. Another big change that they've made is moving to the CAT engine. This is a stage 5, 100 horsepower engine. Whereas the D23 was the Deutz. They're doing that really more from an international support perspective, but also from my perspective, it's a great thing because once this drill comes into the used market eventually, it's a lot easier to move a stage 5 drill. It's compliant in a lot more countries. But of course, the thing that everyone's been talking about is this really amazing operator console. We went over the buttons a little bit when I was outside in the field. I mean, just even looking at them, you can totally understand, what they are and what they do. No more toggles. These are high grade buttons, marine grade, I think they call them. And the screen isn't turned on right now, but this is a full color touch screen, but you can also use the dial here to be able to navigate through all the different features of it. They worked a little bit on the aggressive stake downs, but remember, this drill is based on the D23 30 S3, and so much of it is the same in terms of power, footprint, and size. It's 24,000 pounds of pullback. And then the other kind of pain point that Vermeer wanted to address in the industry was reliability. I mean, there is nothing worse than downtime. They segmented out the wiring harness into individual pieces, so I'm told instead of being a 9 or 10 hour repair, they can overhaul that in a couple hours. There's lots of little things that they've really kind of taken the time to address to really extend the life of this drill. And then another kind of key highlight that I wanted to touch on, which you can't see on this screen, I do have some footage of it, is the onboard diagnostic tools that they've integrated. It's going to really give the operator, the crew, the owner a chance to scroll through the screen. There's a really deeply integrated, very intuitive, very easy to read diagnostic tool. It's also going to have a lot of that information sent over to the dealer so the dealer can help through. And from a technician perspective, it's just going to make diagnosing the machine really straightforward and simple. There's labor shortages, not just in operators. On the HDD side, there's shortages in technicians too. So this is really going to help out, kind of ease some pain points in that area as well. There is a really long list of features and benefits for this drill, but I think the key takeaways for me are how much Vermeer listened to the customer, really addressed what customer concerns were, and just kind of maintained their legacy, what's part of their DNA, and that's the innovation piece. It's going to cost about 13% more than a new D23. Production will start from beginning of the new year, so there'll be good availability. I think the price point is fair for a drill that has this many features, this easy to use. It's going to have really high reliability and productivity. I also forgot to mention the 3-year, 3,000 hour warranty on the drill and the engine. And so I think we're going to have some really easy to sell drills once they hit the used market, which that's what I always get excited about too. If you liked my coverage of the D24 launch, if you want more information, the best thing to do is to go to your dealer, ask them more information about it. But thanks for following me along here today, and remember, there's no crying and drilling. Thanks, everyone.